right, so it's Manchester United versus Aston Villa. I don't know how tomorrow's mood will be at Old Trafford. Having seen that the fans are not happy and they've threatened not to come and watch the match tomorrow. How do you feel the atmosphere at Old Trafford will be tomorrow, considering the outcome of the result and everything?
Well, I think tomorrow's atmosphere at Old Trafford against Aston Villa is going to be mixed. You get it? I know that there are still some fans at Old Trafford who would be backing Amorim, so they will be singing and cheering him, and then there will be some who are going to make their feelings, they'll make the players and the manager to know that they are dissatisfied with the season so far, and aside with that part of the fans. You understand? That section of the fans who are going to be brutally honest about the season, and they are going to boo both the manager and the players. You understand? So that everybody will understand that we cannot continue to live in the comfort zone. You cannot have this type of season and expect to come to, a rousing Old Trafford. You are supposed to expect hostility. The fans are supposed to be hostile to the players. You cannot play the season at end of 16 and expect that the last game at home should be fans applauding you. Applauding you for what? So tomorrow I expect a hostile Old Trafford, and I expect that the players would even go there and try to, play and, just end it as quick as they can so that everybody can go home.
All right, so I heard that there are some issues. Manchester United had a meeting with the players, board and the players, and I heard that Amorim has, selected some kind of players to leave, and also because of what Garnacho said in the final, he told him to leave the club. Yeah. How true is that?
Well, first and foremost, you have to be, realistic. If you have a company and the company, record a huge loss, you understand, a huge loss rather, that helps you roll. You understand, helps you definitely roll. A lot of people will take the fall for it. Now, looking at Manchester United and the position we've ended this season, pretty well that a lot of players will suffer for it. You understand? We are even saying the manager will even be lucky to not be part of those that will be asked. And the way we have seen it, I think he has been guaranteed of his position. But we know definitely well that that club is going to be, our players are going to be properly trimmed down. A lot of guys will go. Even if you call another Man U fan that does not know the internal affair, he's going to tell you that, a huge chunk of those players will go. I'm talking about Garnacho. Garnacho is already on his way out. You understand? If not for whatever reason, he was not even supposed to remain in the club because he was already on his way out in January. And then you have Ojlund too, who is definitely under pressure. He's so pressured that you kind of feel he need a breath of fresh air elsewhere so that he can, get himself together and get his career back on track. Players like that are not going to remain. And then obviously the likes of Luke Shaw, Lindelof, Eriksen, what's the name of Lisandro Martinez, who has had a hard time being on the pitch because for the past 2 seasons, he has been injured for majority of the season. So I kind of feel like the club will cut their losses on him and then let him go. So he is just saying that when he missed the big chance, they said it was the reason why we almost lost to Lyon. And then now that he did not start him in the final, they are also questioning him. That means anybody can be questioned. He can be criticized. They are criticizing him for not starting him. And Garnacho was also being criticized for missing the chance versus Bilbao. That means, fans can take whatever sides they want. Everybody shouldn't look at that, but it's as if he threw Garnacho under the bus by saying that he missed a big chance against Bilbao. But he was only using that as a pretext for why he didn't start him in the final. You get it? Anybody can start, anybody can take the blame. So I don't see any reason. But for Garnacho replying him, Garnacho is like that. He's a nasty, arrogant young lad. And the club has already come out to say that he can leave. Amorim doesn't want to deal with him anymore. In fact, anybody that Amorim feels like he's not going to, not ready to deal with, I kind of feel like they're leaving.
All right, so where is Amorim's diplomacy and where is his management? The way he... Yes, that these players some of them are shit, and that some of them, their attitude are somehow, but where is the man management? How, look at Rashford, look at Anthony, almost all of them fight. Can he be a little bit diplomatic?
Well, I think it's down to Amorim's age. You understand? Even him had admitted several times in interviews that sometimes after the game, he says things in a way that he is not supposed to say it. And it's down to the fact that he is his age, he is still very, young, and the energy to, so he can just outburst here and there. I kind of feel like the age difference between him and the players and I know is not so far apart. You understand? He sees them like, young stars, and he is also equally young. The common ground and everything is difficult to find. You understand? Ordinarily, issues that that he overblows sometimes, that he just take out of the ordinary, is something that he should manage. You came inside the club, Rashford, Anthony, and Cody are not fine, but they are starting with you on a fresh page. See it as though they've not done anything. You understand? But he came in and started to pinpoint this and pinpoint that, and then now Garnacho, and him and Garnacho didn't start today. You understand? The Victoria Pilsen game was a very good opportunity to see that they've been having back and forth. And even he also had issues with Casemiro. But Casemiro was matured enough, you understand, to hold it together and understand that this guy is a young guy. He does not understand. You get it? So it's just the downside of appointing a young manager.
All right, so let's talk about the game again. So how do you see how you guys will play tomorrow? How do you see what's your reaction towards the game tomorrow? Because I don't see that game. Well, I don't see Manchester United winning that game. I see Manchester United going in there. They've already lost hope. So it's just to go and complete it at 8 games.
If I was Amorim, if I was in Amorim's shoes, I'm going to use tomorrow's game to filter those that really wants to play for the club. You understand? If you are a player that wants to play for Manchester United, tomorrow is a grand opportunity, you understand, to really play. Not because you want to, do anything, but you want to show the fans that you are not losing the last game of the season. You are winning it. If anything, you're winning your last home game. Although it does not mean anything, does not matter, but you have to win it. But of course, there will be some who have already clocked out of the season. They will go there, just complacently play, and then let everybody just go home.
Because of the meeting they had?
Exactly, because of the meeting where they've been told who is staying and who is not staying. But tomorrow is a grand opportunity for Amorim to filter the squad, filter thoroughly. See those who value the jersey, they value the pedigree of the club, and are ready, whether the points matter or the point does not matter, they are ready to give it their all. That's just it.
All right, so concerning the players who have on loan, Amorim and them, they are having issues, and most of them will come back after the loan spell and everything. So what do you think about Amorim and how they will resolve those issues? Or are they part of the people Amorim said that will go?
Well, if you're not playing for Manchester United currently, if you're out on loan, you can, just guarantee yourself that you're going. You're not going to be in the club.
But they're doing well.
No, it does not matter. If you did not, we need a lot of manpower this season. We needed a lot of manpower in attack. And then we were ready to allow Rashford and what's the name of this guy? And Anthony to leave. That tells you that we are done with them. So if you're not part of Amorim's core, trust me, it's over. It's currently over for them. Your Sancho, your Rashford, your Anthony, you're going. Like your Anthony has already said that he's happy at Betis. He said he wakes up happy, he sleeps happy. Rashford too is already, has already offered himself to Barcelona. And Sancho, we are hearing that he's leaving. He's not even coming. So we know very well that if you're out on loan, you're already out of the club. That's just it.
And it seems that Manchester United is not a place for somebody to come in now. Like players are running away.
Exactly. No, the thing is,
they are running away.
The thing is, we are going to find this window difficult. You get it? We will address the issue in a more broad way. But we know that this window is going to be really difficult because we are going to be attracting players with money, and that's dangerous because we don't have European football. And we are not a club that is going to be competing for top titles next season. So the only thing that is going to, attract players to us is money. And that's dangerous. If we want to keep a, modest wage bill, and we also want to sign quality players, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be really difficult.
But I think the board is lacking it here. Your board, Manchester United board is lacking it here. Because if you know that you have only one chance to succeed or the only one chance to go to Europe, I think it's wise enough for you to go and do your signings before the final. Yes! Because if you have signed all those players before the final, do or die, they will come. And they will play. Yes!
Well, the thing is...
they will play their gamble very well.
Yeah, exactly. No. You're right. Administratively, we've been awful. Ratcliffe and his team, they've been awful. You understand? But I know very well we are Manchester United. Be it as it may, we will still get the players that are willing, to come to the club. But trust me, it's going to be difficult to get the brand of players that we really need. But we can always build. We can always build. We are Man U, we never die.
All right. So thank you so much for your time. Yeah.